What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with the Rekt League. We're live bringing you Team Infernal versus Team Mountain Drake, and I'm joined here today by Darth Ted and I Endo L.
Hey folks, how's it going? Excited to be here for this match.
I am so pumped for this. You guys can call me Endo. It's a lot easier.
It sure is.
Are you sure? I Endo L seems so much fun.
I Endo
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Alright, and before we do predictions, which we will in a second, we're gonna send it over to a very special message from Team Mountain Drake.
Sometimes the odds might not just be in your favor. Just might not. You can cry, you can sniffle, you can whine, you can run, you can hide. But you can't really get away from it, you know what I mean? Listen. I am right. It ain't no breaking me. I am right. It ain't no shaking me. I am right. Ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right. Solid. Take a short walk in my shoes, my boots, my kicks, my flip-flops, whatever. I done seen rain and I ain't just talking weather. But I'm a survivor. Shame on you if you thought I would ever leave. I'ma be right there where the legends be. I am unbreakable, I'm rock, I am never weak. I feel weak sometimes, but you'll never see. I'm going through one of the roughest times of my entire life right now. Still I got a slight smile, knowing it's gonna be better days like Tupac said. And we gon' make it like even them two locks said. Who not better about something? Life's about struggling and overcoming your shortcomings, not about huffing and puffing and crying without doing nothing. Take them sour lemons, make lemonade and stop sucking. I am right, it ain't no breaking me. I am right, ain't no shaking me. I am right, ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right, I am right, I am right. It ain't no breaking me. I am right, it ain't no shaking me. I am right, ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right, I am right. Coal is old and dusty, but y'all already know what's underneath. Give me some time and keep applying pressure. Watch me shine like the ex-bad boy. It'll all be fine. Dig down deep, search for the energy I can't lose. Get in touch with that inner energy. Game face on, see this mug, you remember me. Focus out the pain, ignore any injury. Then again, I am rock, you can't really injure me. Ship off a piece, all you gon' get is a little me. Got one from almost every tough time in my history. Hence, the new Team Rock brothers. Are you still with me? Got a bunch more. During my last stage of misery, my little G's, that strength to me. Are you kidding me? I get stronger every time they try to finish me. Don't die, we multiply. Can I get a witness? Ain't no breaking me. I am right. Ain't no shaking me. I am right. Ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right. I am right. I am right. It ain't no breaking me. I am right. It ain't no shaking me. I am right. That ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right. So strong, I really can't go wrong. I ain't staying so long. I ain't going home. Rock man going hard till I can't no more. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Me and bad luck, been happy. He can't hurt me, he can't serve me. I win every time I see him, even with all his undermined cheating. Every time I beat him, I think the odds must be his crew. Huh? Word, they always been against me too. Huh? They can't see me neither. Anyone thinking he could keep me out my championship heat. I am right, it ain't no breaking me. I am right, ain't no shaking me. I am right, ain't no earthquake kiss me. I am right, I am right.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was quite the message from Team Mountain there. We are having a couple technical difficulties with the tournament API. In case any people don't know, Floppy Dingus managed to get a 2-week ban on his main account and is playing on a second account, which we didn't have in the system.
Yeah, and funny story, his teammates actually had to pitch in and help him build up his champion pool on the secondary account because they weren't expecting that to happen. It's just another lesson. Don't be toxic in League, guys. It hurts everyone. So while we're fixing that out, Darth Ted, what are your predictions for this matchup? Tell us a little bit about the teams.
So I'm really interested in the bot lane matchup between these two teams. We
Mm.
haven't really seen Infernal play yet. I mean, they still have a couple of players from Team Infernal last season, which we saw Quaz and Toxic. But Quaz swapped up from support to ADC. Playing bot lane with him, he really likes to play very, very aggressively. And Jacef also is, I think, our highest ranked player that's actually in the league right now. So they have a very, just a big power bottom coming out. And I think if they can actually get pressure, take some early turrets, then they'll be able to snowball the game to victory.
Yeah, yeah. Jason is actually Diamond 5, which personally in the silver elo, I've never even dreamt of reaching that. So it's pretty cool to have that in our league. On the mountain side of things, I was actually on mountain team last season, and I had the opportunity to know these guys pretty well, or get to know these guys pretty well. Mountain won. Mountain was able to win the whole season last year, won the championship. A lot of that has to do. I mean, the team has switched since then, but a lot of that had to do with the MVP mid laner Gulen. He shows up every single game and really tries to put everyone on their back. And I would want to say too, an understated hero of Team Mountain was the one who got banned, Floppy Dingus. A lot of times the supports, unless your name is Aframu, what they do for the team gets overlooked. But it's his control of vision that he fights for and his objective calls that really helped bring Mountain last season to the championships.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, in lane, Sloppy Dingus and Sonic MNA weren't the strongest, but once they got out and got into those 5v5 team fights, those two were pretty much untouchable. And now that Jinx is, she's such a hyper scaling into the late game, like they know they're gonna lose lane pretty much anyways. They might want to just try to go for one of those, um, late game picks like the Twitch or the Jinx or the Kog'Maw, just something to absolutely destroy once you get past that laning phase.
Yeah, I think that would be the best strategy for Mountain too. Like you said, they're not the strongest laners in the bot lane, but once they get out of lane, you see things start to snowball. So when we go to the banning phase, are there any bans that stick out to you that you think are going to be must bans on the table?
I have one in particular that I really don't want banned. It's the Garen against Tom Nom Noms. I really want to see what he has, if he can actually play that champion, and if he gets it, how well he can destroy on it.
I totally agree, man. I've heard legends about this Garen. He's shown clips. First off, I don't even know it's possible to get a pentakill on a Garen, and this guy does it with ease. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Um, for other bands, though, speaking of one tricks too, I would definitely expect seeing the Warwick and the Nasus band out of this game.
Yeah, I agree. Um, Dainty Taco and Toxic Vezin both have played a lot of Warwick in Sejuani. So if those both get banned out, I'm interested to see where the junglers would actually go to. It seems like both of them also have a lot of games on Xin Zhao, which might not fit well into the comp, but we do know Dainty Taco has gone towards the Zac the past couple of games he's played,
Yeah,
which,
yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Um,
very
and
strong champion right now.
And to touch on the Xin Zhao, what's so great about this league is you have to think differently when you go with your picks because Xin Zhao is perfect for solo queue. You know, you make your presence felt around the map, then you just put everyone on your back and carry the game with the hyper carry of Xin Zhao. But when you have communication and teamwork, you see Xin Zhao just become so much less effective. People know to not be stuck by themselves. There's a lot more vision, and he can't get the picks that he needs to succeed.
Yeah, but then again, if they do bring a couple of tanks in the top lane, you and tanky supports, which both supports have shown that they can play, you could run that 3 damage comp in the mid lane, the bot lane, and the jungle. So I don't know. it'd be interesting to see. I'm
Yeah,
very
I mean,
excited for this champ select.
don't get me wrong. I'd love to see a Zinzal pop off and just 1v9. That'd be great. And if you're right, with the appropriate peel, I mean, he can use his E to dash in, ult everyone, split up the whole team, and just take out the carries by himself. And then it's a matter of cleanup afterwards. So we'll see if the junglers do have the skill to pull that off. Now let's talk a little bit about the top lane while we get this game together. We actually have two one tricks in the top lane because the Tom Num Nom's infamous Garen versus Skyrocket's one trick Nasus, who he's been tearing apart with lately.
Yeah, Nasus has come back into the meta pretty heavily. He used to be just this farm till 30 minutes and then win game after you stack enough Qs. But currently, as we saw actually yesterday with Adoma, I think, picking it up, he's super strong early game. His Qs do a lot of damage. He's pretty tanky, so he can survive a lot of ganks. And I don't know, he's really strong. I do know a little bit about the Skyrocket's background. He actually learned it from a one trick my buddy named Big Sean, and Big Sean soloed it up to Diamond 5 but then stopped
Oh,
playing.
wow.
So yeah, he's got a lot of a lot of game time on that champion.
I love that. Hearing how there was an apprentice in the Nasus one trick dynasty. I love that.
Yeah.
Now I wonder too. Nasus used to be a champion who had a really weak early game, right? So you used to punish him for that, so he can never actually get rolling. He seems, I don't know if it's the changes of the runes or people just learned to play him differently. He doesn't seem to have an early weak game anymore, don't you think?
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to have that weakness in the early game, and I'm not sure if it's most likely the rune changes, but also because I think top lane is still just that island where the
Yep.
junglers really want to focus bot lane and mid lane, just because a lot of the power comes from your ADC nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, I could totally see that being the reason. So let's go ahead and move to the mid lane here. We have D Fox versus Gullen. Can you tell me about anything about either player?
Oof. I mean, we saw Gulen a lot last season. He is a strong roamer, a very, very strong mid laner. He will push in the lane and get a lot of good roams off to help out top lane and bot lane. Most likely bot lane in this scenario, because I think Quaz and Jacef are just going to be pushing in pretty much the whole time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I really want to see him on roaming champion like Corki, which is one of his mains.
yeah.
And
I agree.
I'm not sure really about Defox. We haven't even really seen him yet, but it looks like he kind of fills in the shoes that Hey Calvi did, where he's playing a lot of that Zareth and Diana. So a lot of either long range poke or going for that split push style.
Yeah, and I do know he picks up a little Malzahar too, which Malzahar is just so good in a team comp. Um, what's great about Malz is even if you lose lane and get behind, your R makes someone as useless as you are. So it's always good to have champs like that on your team.
Yeah, the Malzahar sure can affect the team fight pretty well, even from behind.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit there.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was just saying the Malzahar can certainly affect the team fight, even when you're behind. It's a really strong team fight character, just does a ridiculous amount of damage, so...
He's actually going to be joining us.
Okay, no worries. I could rant a little bit here on my own. So I played with Sonic last season, and Sonic's got such a great farm mentality, which I know a lot of people underappreciate just how much gold you get simply by minions. You don't have to go out there and make the playmaking big playmaker moves. You can literally just sit in, take your bot lane, move to mid lane, take that farm, move to top lane, take that farm, and now you've got a hyper carry ADC with 3 items who's been playing safe all game and not giving gold to the other enemies.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
definitely super useful to have.
mhm, yeah, it's great. Now Quaz on the other hand he's currently in gold, and what I'm most excited to see this because this is going to be Infernal's first game. is to see if the synergy between Jacef, who's their support, and Quaz has been able to develop. Because a lot of times you'll see players who actually are separately ranked very high, very skillful. They just don't have the communication to work together. And in fact, Sunday night's game, I think you saw a little bit of that. We had Team Scuttlecrack versus Team Gromp. And there were some points where Team Gromp were able to go ahead, get ahead in gold, and actually get ahead in kills. But their cohesion and their team play just wasn't there. So Team Gromp, Team Scuttle was able to get ahead by playing the objectives better and playing the team fights better, even if they were losing lanes sometimes or getting behind on the.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, we're almost ready to start. We just need one more member to hop into the Discord so everyone has comms together, and we should be on the road.
Yeah, it sounds great. I'm so excited. This is going to be great to see if Team Mountain can get their thunder back and recapture some of the wins from
Yeah.
last season. And we're going to see what Team Infernal is made out of. This is their first game of the season. We're going to see if these guys are going to be a major threat for the title.
So yeah, so let me get your predictions anyway. What do you guys think is gonna go down here?
Ooh. So I think I'll start. I think this is actually going to go to a 1-1 series where Infernal's probably going to lose the first game just because they haven't played much with each other. But I do think overall they're the stronger team. So after they find their groove, if they don't win late game first game, they're definitely going to take the second game.
Yeah, I could totally see that. What about you? What do you think's the layout gonna be, Endo?
I'm actually gonna go 2-0 Mountain, even though they had a week first game. I know they've been working a lot with Tom Nanam to try and find, because he's a threat on Garen, so they're trying to find placements for him. And
Right.
Dainty Taco is very new to the jungle, so that was a new experience with him too. But I've actually been talking to Taco a bit, and he's been working his ass off and studying on how to do it. I appreciate the hard work. I'm gonna go with Team Mountain 2-0.
Yeah, gotta put the faith in the people with faith, I suppose. I mean, I think my prediction is also gonna have to be with Team Mountain, simply just because it's hard as a team who's never played together to just hop in a game that matters and play. I mean, I don't know. Team Infernal has some scheduling issues, so they haven't really gotten a moment of time together. So I'm gonna have to give it to Mountain as well, but we'll see.
Yeah, totally agree. And that's another great point you bring up too. People don't realize there are actually nerves in this. Not until you get into the game and realize you're on stream. There's a little bit of the shakes, and you kind of you gotta keep that mental fortitude and trust in your teammates. And if you haven't practiced together like Inferno, sometimes the trust isn't there, and that could be the difference maker.
Yeah. So it looks like we're all set. Everyone is ready to go. We should be starting momentarily, bringing you guys Champ Select.
Yeah. One matchup I'm actually very excited for is Dainty Taco versus Toxic Vezin. Both these guys are not the strongest in their roles, but they both have a very similar champ pool, but also they talk a lot of crap to each other. They're very close friends outside of League, and a lot is riding on the line here. Whoever wins out of these two games is going to have a lot of potential to shit talk the other. It's going to be great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna lead to some bloody fights. Like they were saying in the EU junglers do pretty much the same thing, obviously at a higher skill level in the LCS, but since they know each other and talk so much shit, you're gonna see a lot of invades. You're gonna see a lot of strutting, some chest pumping to prove who's the true champions. And we're going right into the bans.
So it looks like we have the Teemo coming out, the Teemo ban, and the Garen ban. Oh my god, they're just like straight banning out Tom Nom Noms. They're saying, get out of here on everything.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go deep into his pool. And then there's the Malzahar and Nasus bans, which were expected as well. And the Warwick ban, taking it away from both junglers.
So no bans except for the Zoe are targeted at Gulen at all, which I mean, right now Swain is super strong
Mm.
Yeah.
and doesn't really have much counterplay to him. So I'm curious if they're just going to pick that up right off the bat.
Yeah.
Go with the Jinx first pick. Good hyper carry for Quaz.
Yeah. Strong move. I'll be interested to see how he plays on this. It's a really, really good champion right now.
And
Sejuani
I
comes
like the
in.
Sedge pick. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
That keeps you relevant. You could lose your jungle. You could be behind on gold. Sejuani will always be relevant.
Yeah. Very, very good point and click. All just brings a lot of CC and tankiness. Big
Yeah.
front line.
As long as you don't whiff it, that's always the big
Yeah,
thing. But
yep.
I believe in Taco. Yeah, it looks like they Team Mountain strategy.
Who's he picking?
Tarek. All right, I like the Tarek.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's good pick for two reasons. Floppy Dingus played very well Tarek the first week, and also Jacef has been known to have a sick tower.
Okay,
And
so
the
it's
Zhao.
nice. Xin Zhao coming in for toxic. Did he play that last year? I think he did, right?
He
Yeah,
had one
okay.
game on it, and it did not go well at all.
Okay, well, hopefully he gets a little bit of a redemption story here.
Hopefully.
You know that's that chest pumping. He's gonna be poking the Sedge, reminding him, "Hey, I might lose, but I'm gonna win this match."
Yeah. I'm a little worried because there's the Morgana, Jacef's
Yep.
number one pick.
Yeah, it's
Got
a
a diamond on that champ.
good move too. It's a really good pick to choose here because you could flex it to mid lane if the bans if the bans all go towards mid lane, you could flex it to mid lane and then have free roam on support. So that's like a pretty good move.
I'm expecting 2 more top lane bans to come out from Team Mountain. Just
That's a
shut down
Lulu top.
Skyrocket's pool.
Yeah, it could be a Lulu top.
They have Tarek
It
and
has
they
to
have
be.
Lulu. It's a Lulu top.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I guess they're telegraphing it this time too. So they're saying ban out 80 carries, ban out mid laners. It doesn't matter. We have the pool being enough to.
I wonder if Team Infernal's aware of that too, because I know there's some new people to the league on Team Inferno.
Yeah.
A Scion ban.
I think it's a strong ban. I mean, Lulu can't really do anything to a Scion.
Yeah,
just
Scion
because-
is pretty overtuned still.
Yeah.
He's a brutal champion right now.
He does have a
Scion.
great engage as well.
So Team Mountain looks like they're really setting up Sonic MNA to get that late game hyper carry style down, because they have such a beefy front line right now with the Lulu shields on top of that and her ultimate. There's Infernal's gonna have a lot to go through in order to touch Sonic.
Yeah, totally agree. This is gonna actually put a lot of weight on the mid laner and on the ADC, because there is no damage selected yet on Team Mountain.
They need to. Team Infernal needs to think about building a split push comp here, because you're not going to be able to team fight, as you guys said. You're not going to be able to team fight a Tarek and a Lulu. That's just too
Not at
much
all.
live mode.
Yep, I agree with that. Let's see if they'll be able to make that adjustment and read it on the fly.
Oh, taking out the Anivia, that's a good move too. Gulen destroys on that champion.
I would like to see Gulen pick Corki here. I think that's going to be the damage they need with this amount of peel.
Yeah, I think Corki would work really well.
I wonder how Tom Nom Noms is going to be able to build Lulu as well. If he is going to go for that 80 split push type, how you would normally build like a Teemo character, or maybe if he's just going to go for that ultra support style.
Yeah, hopefully, like I know one of the games he had rushed the Ardent Sensor, which I don't think is the right call if you're going Lulu top. So yeah, I hope he does go for that, more of a split push pressure tower.
And the Mundo coming in.
Just a big ball of HP there.
Yeah, they need
It's
it
also
front lines. That's not a bad pick.
Yeah,
Also
that's,
really
that's
nice.
a front line.
Because he's a super magic resist tank.
Ooh, bullets crank. So it was a Morgana
Ooh,
middle. They're flexing
it
that
was.
up there. That's a smart move.
I've seen a lot of blitz in Jacef's pool, and this is a diamond blitz, so we should see some epic
So
pulls here.
yeah, and honestly, that Ezreal pick is so huge. That's like the perfect champion to go into lane with against Blitz with.
Yeah, smart. It's safe. It keeps him. It's gonna get him out of the laning phase.
This is an absolute mess of a trade. Come trade a bunch unless it's Lulu 80 carry
An
an Ezreal
I
jungle.
doubt it.
But
We haven't seen Ezreal jungle in a couple of patches.
Okay, yeah, that was.
There it is.
I was.
You know what? It's
Oh
fine.
man.
They're sitting there like, wait, I don't have this champion. I can't trade.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't trade yet.
Can't.
Oh man.
Oh man, that stopped my heart for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's like Sedge top, Ez jungle, Lulu AD. Let's go.
So we see 2 ignites coming out from the side of Team Infernal, really bringing the fire there. Looking for some early game kills. I mean, Morgana Blitzcrank level 1 is probably the strongest you'd ever get in the game. Just there's a lot of CC there.
Oh yeah, for the invade.
Never mind.
Yeah, the
Switch to teleport.
Morgana switch was back to teleport at the very last second.
That's a good point, though. I would love to see an invade from Team Inferno. They're gonna have such a great Morgana Q. You literally could sit down and write a book while you're snared, come back, and just in time to see your champion die.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
Maybe a short poem.
Yeah,
the
haiku at least.
Yes.
one
definitely.
thing I will say is the Morgana pick really will eliminate any kind of skill advantage, if there's a skill advantage, between Gulen, who was known as the most insanity mid laner last year. It'll really eliminate any advantage he can possibly get here, although it does look like he took Ignite, right? I'm not crazy.
Yep. He
Okay.
has Ignite. And so does the Terror.
Yeah. So
Wow,
maybe
they-
he'll be
they
able to pull
switched.
something up.
And look at there's actually a lack of protection from the Jinx. And look at the overprotection for an already safe Ezreal pick.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
may be just that whole team synergy where that we were talking about. Team Mountain were probably able to sit down and say, this is what we want. These might not be the most fun champs to play, but these are the safest champs, and this is what's going to lead us to victory.
Right.
And you look at Team Infernal, and they're like, I'm going to style on some people with these picks here. So this is what I'm going with. We'll see if the style wins over the safe play.
Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned about the Ezreal pick, just because whenever we see it, it's been used a lot in pro play, but it's normally been with a Gangplank top or something like a Lucian top. There's a lot of other AD in the game, so Ezreal can just do that kind of half magic, half AD damage.
Yeah.
But they have a Corki mid lane who's also magic, and a Lulu top who's also going to be dealing magic against a Mundo who's going to build full on magic resist and be perfectly fine tanking everything up. So if it gets too late game, I'm not sure they're going to have the damage to actually go through this Mundo pick, where Jinx is going to be able to just free shot people from the backline.
Yeah, Corki does a lot of damage, but yeah, you're right. It might be a slight disconnect in bringing a Mundo down. That's for sure.
I agree. Mundo's favorite thing to build is a Spirit Visage, and now he gets to really abuse that.
True. There's a lot of AP on Team Mountain. But anyway, we have the lineups up for you guys. Team Infernal going for 0 out of 5 pictures. Maybe the unity of disunity will prove enough to win this game. Who knows? And Team Mountain has some phenomenal pictures still. I think the 3 people who sent them in from Team Mountain, those are some of my favorites in the whole league. Keep sending your photos in. You can send it to the Gmail for the Rekt League. At the bottom of our Twitch channel, we have our Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Follow us on all of that, please. Shameless plugging.
Twitch chat, who do you think is going to win this game? Let us know.
Yeah, I would love to see that, and throw some memes and pictures in there. Maybe we'll shout out our favorite one. Here we go. Let's see if we get that level 1 invade from Infernal. They have that strong comp where people could be CC'd forever. And
We just gotta let everybody load in. We're getting the good old spectator bug. And there we go.
Tom Nom Nom has the Garen emote. I love it. Seeing it on
Oh
Lulu.
yeah.
Oh, so We see a very, very strong start coming out from Mountain. They're all grouped together, running straight down for that pixel bush.
They want
And
that. They
Team
want
Infernal.
that.
Yeah. Team Infernal is just going very defensive.
Ooh, that's
so
a good
not
move.
going
They're,
for the
they're
invade.
just going to ward it and wait.
Nice, and as a team.
And yeah, Team Infernal doesn't feel comfortable with the invade yet. The Blitzcrank
Interesting.
showing a
Since
little.
Dal's actually starting, could this be a possible invade attempt?
Oh, it's 100% an invade attempt. He's going to go blue straight to the red and catch out Dainty Taco.
And it makes sense. I mean, Sejuani's first clear leaves her very, very. She does turn into a hyper tank later in the game, but Camps kind of kick her ass at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you said it earlier. I feel like Toxic might have maybe prepared this, been like very aware that this is what his strategy was when he ran into Dainty Taco in this league, because they're such good friends. They probably know each other's jungle routes pretty well.
That's true. That's true. And the only thing that could tilt you more than getting your red buff stolen is having your best friend steal it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
All right, so we have the normal normal pulls. Then we see Blitz and Jinx might be doing cheese. Oh no, they're hiding to not let them know where these ins out started. Very smart.
Mundo took a little bit of damage, but is mostly healed up. We'll have to see if Tom actually recognized that.
Here goes the
And,
Xin Zhao for the invade.
Nope. straight to the red buff.
Trudging right across the jungle here.
It's a good call. I like it.
Yeah,
lane
Sejuani's
Blitz.
at half health.
Blitz misses
Almost
the
less
first
than
hit from
that.
bot lane.
Is
But
he just
Sedge
going to
is
start
actually
it?
going to see him. We'll see if the Lulu will be able to respond in time. As the Zin's got to pull that red in more.
I don't think he should have actually started the buff.
Oh!
Dainty Taco seems a little scared.
Well, Dainty Taco. Oh, the buff
It's
reset.
resetting.
Oof.
Oh,
right.
that's such a bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and in
Oh,
the bot
wow.
lane, we have first blood.
I'm assuming a nice pull coming out from Jsef. It's Ezreal before he actually gets to that level 2 where he levels the E up.
Oh, and Ezreal had used Flash, and the Tarek's Ignite is down. That is a tough place to come back from. So while the Xin Zhao is far behind, the Mountain bot lane is even farther.
It is good that good for Mountain that the kill did go onto the Blitzcrank, because as soon as this Jinx hits 2 to 3 items, she's going to be putting out massive damage. So luckily she doesn't get that 450 gold spike.
That's true. That's very true. But now you can see that the Jinx is comfortably at level 3, and the Ezreal just hit level 2, and now he's stuck under tower, threatened with that Blitz hook.
Yeah, it's pretty much worst case scenario when you're playing Ezreal and you get hooked before you can even get your E. That's like just, it feels bad.
We've seen invade from Dainty Taco, looking to return the favor onto his buddy, stealing his wolves.
Yeah, so he knew that Toxic Vezin didn't have his red buff, and he figured he just went straight there pretty much after the invade, or the failed invade. So Dainty Taco just gets to walk in, ward up, and take all his camps. Very good for him to realize that was open.
Yeah, this is a great play, and this is something that he was actually discussing earlier with me about working on his counter jungling and really making the enemy jungler pay for his mistakes, and we see him doing it in that reset on the red buff was this hard.
The mid lane matchup's going actually pretty evenly. Both laners are at 33 CS and pretty healthy.
Yeah, Morgana really makes it like hard to miss CS. You kind of have to try.
It was a really good point you brought up earlier about the level discrepancy between the two players. How Morgana really just negated it.
Yep.
It was a really smart pick to put that mid.
Pick, yeah.
Seasons doesn't see anything in the mid lane. The Blitz did land another hook. He's hiding in the river brush. Looks like they're gonna go in because Sonic's E is down. And here he goes running in bot lane. Hooks the Tarek, pops him up. Oh, nice stun by Sloppy Dingus. but he may just go down.
Oh, doesn't
Wow.
get the off.
Oh wow, that
And
last stop.
Ezreal taking the bullet for the president, jumping in front, saying, "I got."
Yeah, that Taric armor really came in clutch right there,
That was
preventing that
close.
last Jinx auto from actually.
I
feel like it was
like 2 HP.
Yeah, it was a very small amount.
A little bit of a misplay coming out from Infernal bot lane. JSF hooked the Taric, even though the Taric was about to be hit by the Chompers. The Chompers would have had. Oh,
And
Never
they
mind.
returned it back. Oh, that is rough.
yeah, Sonic Anime not respecting that Blitz hook enough.
He he just didn't have the mana to. His E was up. He just didn't have the mana and got in a bad spot.
So what you were saying earlier, Darth Ted, though, that just may be a little inexperience with playing with each other, because you're right, the Blitz did hit him out of the Chompers. But I guess just their personal skill is overcoming their inexperience.
Yeah, they seem to have a really heavy lead bot lane, which is nice to see for this Infernal team, because they really need to snowball that lane if they want to win.
This Xin Zhao is kind of bugging along. I don't know what's up with this. He's not walking quite
Yeah, I
right.
feel
Yeah,
like-
he does that sometimes. That's a common bug with this end. When you see the mid trades going, the snare missed. Gulin might just go in to punish him for that. Just
First
getting some
rocket
autos
miss,
in.
though.
It comes out ahead slightly in that trade.
Black Shield actually blocked a lot of the Corky Q damage that came out.
You know, as you guys are saying, that Morgana is the perfect pick to keep her safe in mid.
Yeah,
Um,
plus she has the teleport advantage, which, I mean, Gulin didn't even take TP, so even if she does get poked low, she can come straight back into lane.
That's true. That's true. He's got to really take advantage of that.
Yeah, and he's going back now.
Tarek is stunned.
A little bit
Tarek
of...
is hooked. See if Blitz is gonna, if Jinx is gonna capitalize on this. Slow on the Tarek. Jinx moves forward. There's a heal from the Ezreal. The rocket kills the Tarek. Ezreal walking away. He's limping. Goes down. Double kill for the Jinx. The Sejuani not able to save the bot lane. This Jinx is spiraling out of control right now.
Yeah, this Blitzcrank pick is really showing up.
That is a 4-0 bot lane on the Infernal side. I know Sonic likes to start off in the late game, but he may not even get there. In the meantime, Corky is picking up package and just running to top lane. He's going to see if he can make a play against the window, get some gold onto Mountain's team.
I don't like this. I'd rather see him go bot lane, try to save that turret. If he goes top lane and uses this, I mean, Mundo has flash up. I mean, he's going in. Never mind. We see Corky vault in with it and just picks up the Mundo.
And the
All
bot.
right.
Very
we
easy
get-
kill there.
We get the gold into the Corky, and I do like that ulti just to add another layer of CC to make sure they can secure it. But in the meantime, first tower goes to this already large Jinx.
Yeah, it wasn't solo gold. The Blitz did share it, but it is a big deal for sure.
You see a TP top lane to try and stop the response from the Corky and the Lulu.
It looks like he will be able to save this turret for a little bit, but he's getting pretty low, killing these minions off. Corky is heading back to base, though, so looks like Mundo will be able to save... Oh, nope, never mind, coming back to lane.
Oh, they're really going to pressure this. They just saw them take the dragon. Mountain needs to make some moves, even if it's overstaying, and at least they're responding with the tower kill.
Yeah. Smart by the Mundo to back off, though. He knew he couldn't save that tower.
Now, the Jinx still hasn't gone back and bought yet. I think she's sitting with a lot of gold in her pockets, but she's going to be more effective if she can actually buy some. Nice snare by the Morgana mid.
Yeah. Jinx has 2.3k gold right now, sitting in those pockets. That'll
Yeah.
be a nice deal item. Would help out a lot taking these turrets.
Yeah, she's probably just looking for the 2,600 spike, and then she'll go back and buy the. What do you go on, Jinx? Do you go Hurricane or?
You go Hurricane first.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, stun.
Good stun from the Derek.
Oh, but then the pull by the Blitz, Tarek ults comes out, he's stuck on the Chomper, and no, that's happened. That team's disengaged.
Yeah, the Team Mountain just didn't have anybody else there to back it up.
Yeah, and it looks like the minions had disappeared just in time too, so that Team Infernal couldn't keep the fight going. And now we just got a A-Rams in mid.
Yeah, Team Mountain does have a lot of wave clear though, so any wave that gets shoved in is just going to be dissipated immediately.
Oh. And it looks like the Lulu is Tom Num Num is coming up to top lane to try and catch this wave. Skyrocket's going to back and purchase. Meanwhile, Jasif and Quaz are both backing to try to finally convert some of that gold damage. Nope, never mind. Quaz isn't done.
Jasef coming in. Ooh, misses the hook on the Tarek.
By
Just
Gooling.
shy.
Using that Valkyrie just to get out of range. You know, no matter how things go, I really appreciate Gulin's ability to dodge shots. He's like a mini faker in the mid lane.
Yeah. Even though the Lulu seemed to have a lot of pressure over the Mundo top lane early, and I mean, Gulin did have that really nice gank, she is currently down about 30 CS the Mundo.
And the
which
Mundo has the Spirit Visage completed, so that deficit's only going to increase.
Yeah.
That is an interesting build she's going to. Haunting Guys and Fiendish Codex. Going
Well,
for an AP Lulu.
I like the Leandri's attempt. I think that's kind of good. At the least.
Yeah, but she couldn't even go full support mode just
Oh,
because
this
of-
might be a
Oh,
dead
no.
Lulu. Good ult, good flash, trying to run away. Sonic's going to come in, throw some Qs to try and back her up. There's the
The
Morgana.
crank is up in 5.
He's going to try, flashes forward for the Ezreal. Morgana's going to clean that up. The kill on the Lulu goes to the Blitz. Oh, is Sonic going to get out after that stopwatch usage? And Morgana is
Defogged in a
an
bad
auto-kill?
spot.
Oh, nice hook from Joseph.
Wow, Jasif is a playmaker on this Blitz. That was incredible. Tarek at least forcing some flashes out, and now he's going to hide under the turret. Toxic's going in. He's not done. And the ult from Tarek is going to make him back. We'll see with all this top lane pressure if... look at this Tarek. He's had enough. If he's saying, all right, everyone else can figure
Oh!
Oh, the pool!
Got him.
Fox takes the Tarek.
Wow.
Well, while that's happening, mid lane, Gulin and Dainty Taco are shoving up into the turret. Ooh, Dainty Taco just missing the ultimate. That probably would have been dead Jinx if it hit, but unfortunately it missed.
I love that exchange in top. Tarek's had enough, and Morg just sits there and reminds her, I'm also support, sit down. Yep, and now it just looks like the Jinx and the Corki are going to be trading in mid. Ezreal's catching a big wave bot. Hopefully he can get some gold in his pocket so he can become relevant. Only 69 so far, and Sonic's known for his CS ability.
Yeah, definitely not a good show coming out from Mountain's bot lane so far.
Let's go. Sedge is tempting the Herald, but that's too risky to play. They have no presence anywhere else on the map.
Yeah, and with your strongest member, Gulin, back in base, it's definitely not the play you want to be making. But he backs out and gives Infernal Drake a nice little leash on that.
We have about a 3K difference right now at the 14-minute mark. They're gonna have Mountain's gonna have to really slow down the game. Just play with some patience if they want to see a victory in this one.
Yeah, I mean,
Pop the Herald. Looks like
can they
it's
really
good for
afford to
Infernal.
slow down the game though? Just because they have a Jinx on the other side who's going to be a massive hyperscale carry. And the only damage they have is that magic damage coming out from Corki. Ezreal's way too far behind to be able to do anything.
Yeah, that is very true. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation right now for Mountain.
Yeah,
Just,
they're really going to need to just focus on trying to get a couple of simple picks, or wait for Infernal to try to, Baron throw pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key there. Good stun on the Mundo. Blitz running in. Oh, pulls in Gulen, who gets out. Or, no, he doesn't. Never mind. Big fight in mid. Can't even tell what's going on. Sejuani goes down as well. Down. Ezreal going out with half his health. Tarek just running around, not able to do anything about the fact, and it looks like they're going to take the Infernal Drake after that one fight.
Joseph had a nice hook there to start the fight off, and Quaz on the Jinx was able to just run around untouched. Nobody dealing damage to her. Took a couple of tower shots, which is why she got to half health, but I mean, IE Jinx at 15 minutes doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it got nice and excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Jason has been such a playmaker this game. They're gonna have to ban the Blitz. He is just completely taken over.
And he even takes a blue buff for himself.
Look at him. He knows he's making all the dancing right now. He needs the mana for those hooks. Can't argue with that, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, he's definitely been carrying this game so far.
That's great. It's really great to see what, because I'm used to playing in silver, and when I see a blitz, it's going to be a missed hook and then a laugh, and that's all I can expect from him. Wow, and the Jinx forcing the Corki off. That's how scary this Jinx is right now. The Jinx is, this Corki's a mid laner who should be getting more gold and more experience, and he has to back off and respect the ADC. The good sign for Mountain, at least, though, is they have a Morgana mid and a Xin Zhao, which falls off, and Mundo, who's just a bag of health. So eventually it just does come down to a missed ult by the Sejuani.
Jinx is still out of position, though.
Oh, Flash is out. Good Tarek ult. The Xin Zhao's going in. He's going to 1v9, but
Oh, wow, that Morgana ult.
Morgana is just strutting in the mid. He's going to try and cool the Tarek down. He gets it down, but Corki responds with the kill. Jinx kills the Tarek. And, oh, the Gulen takes down the Jinx. They can turn this around. They got to keep going. This is the time to get the gold in your pockets. Xin and Blitz are running away, but meanwhile, the whole time, Mundo's pushing top lane. That was a 4v5, and they barely won it.
That definitely could have been an ace for Infernal right there. Quaz getting a little bit ahead of himself, runs straight into Gulen, who still, even though he's a little bit behind, does a lot of damage.
Still has the Triforce, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did get at least a little gold. I mean, there's some, but what I was saying earlier before that fight broke out is, if you can get it just a little bit later into the game, if you assassinate the Jinx, I think it's still winnable. Mountain, I mean,
oh, extremely.
Pets, you know. Whoa, that Lulu almost went down.
What is the range on those? Because on this skin, the animation looks like it's a lot further than the other one does.
Are you saying it's pay to win? Is that what you're saying right now?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, everybody knows League is pay to win. You just buy a D5 account, then you're good, right?
Yeah.
Then you won.
That's what I did, so...
Yeah, me too, and I went demoted down to silver.
Oh,
it was a long string of losses.
Oh, that hero minion taking that hook.
They seem to be pushing up into this red side jungle a lot. There's a good amount of vision coming out from Infernal in here.
We have a split pushing too with D-Fox, but he realizes that's not his role. He's gonna run. Oh no, he's gonna stay and actually just
He has TP, so he can join if someone busts out.
That's true, that's true. Oh, Sonic's in an awkward position. He's got to run down to the river and try and...
Ooh, Gulen 1v1ing D-Fox. He gets the kill.
1v1.
Gulen still showing up. Does not matter what the score is. He's still going to show up and make plays. And now it's just a walk down mid. They're going to focus on the mid turret. Ezreal's still in an awkward position. He's going to have to back down to Fountain and try to rejoin the fight mid. See how fast this Jinx takes down this turret.
Real fast.
Good stun on the Jinx there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to do that. Just has to have the follow up, and that's what they need.
I mean, this is the time for Team Mountain to make a play. They know the Morgana's not there. She does have TP, but ooh.
Blitz does hook.
Oh, right under
gets-
the Jinx.
There it
Wow.
is. There
Right
it
here.
is.
Now keep
That's
going.
what we want to
Come
see.
on, Mountain. This is where the win comes in. They're chasing down the blitz. Misses the stun. Corky's still following. See if Tarek has another stun coming up. He just whacks him a little. Mundo with the big bag of help trying to shield some for his buddy. They get a stun. Another ice. Oh, burns the
There it is.
flash.
Oh, man. Big Morgana ult
Maybe
here.
a dead Morgana.
Oof.
Let's see if they can convert this into a tower. See, it's those kind of plays. You get that ult.
No, don't go Baron. Do not go
Oh.
Baron.
No.
Oof. Morgana has TP, Mundo has TP in 21. They have 4 members up right now.
With the
I
Mega
think they
Death
just
Rocket.
figure
But they
it's
don't-
now or never.
Yeah,
They're
they
so
have to
far
go for it.
behind.
They don't have
You
the
gotta make it
Morgana
clean.
ult either, so this actually could work pretty well.
Yeah, they might just finish it.
Infernal
Zinzao
has no
not even
idea.
checking. I mean, they have to know they went Baron because they didn't shove mid. Oh, there it is. Vision comes out.
That's
Oh,
big
the big
Don't
rocket
die,
comes
Davey.
in.
Don't die,
Oh,
Davey. Give
just
us
get it, the smite!
No!
Oh, Corky got it! No,
Oh,
that was
man.
against the wall. Save the buff! Save the buff!
Jinx gets a triple kill, and I don't think the Ezreal's gonna make it either.
Every
She's
man
got
for
E up,
yourself.
right?
Oof.
Ooh, the
He
E
flashes,
flash, the heal.
heals to give the speed.
Sedge, just run, save
Yeah,
the buff.
Dinky Taco, go.
Just save
Oh.
the buff.
Cleavered.
Oh,
Well, they got one, and they got a bunch of gold, but they give over 4 kills.
you
But
know,
I think it's also really important that they took the objective off of the map.
Yeah, it's
because
gonna-
Infernal would have definitely had that for free.
Yeah, we talked about the wave clear earlier that Team Mountain has, so hopefully without the Baron on the map, they'll be able to use this wave clear for at least another 7 minutes.
yeah, I really like the call. You just gotta do risky stuff when you're that far behind. I mean, it's obviously not gonna be clean when you're getting one-shotted by Jinx. It was the right call. It was the right team move against a bunch of individuals who seem maybe to be a little better.
TBD, but yes.
I said maybe. I don't know. I said maybe. I'm just trying to, keep with the narrative of the practice matters,
So Drakes are being represented today. We got 2 Mountains and an Infernal going over to Team Infernal. A little
Very
confusing
appropriate.
if you can follow that. Zinzao flanking, almost in a bad position. If they turn on him, he's just dead. But
Yeah, that
never
should
mind.
be a dead Zinzao. Sejuani's lumbering after, they decide not to.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication coming out from Mountain. I think they really could have just gotten that pick very easily and would have slowed down the game for him.
I just went with the team play matters narrative. They miscommunicated. Trying to make me look silly. The
Catch the
cactus
curse, man.
course. Yep.
This Corky can get IE if he backs. They should send him back. That is a big power spike.
I mean, they know where the damage is coming out. They did just give Gulin red buff. So they're really putting all their eggs in this Gulin basket right now.
I think it's the right move for now.
Yeah.
The Ezreal doesn't even have the mana immune at 24, so 24
There it
minutes.
is.
Oh,
Yep,
okay, I
cast
lied.
this
I lied. There it is.
Legitimately.
Yep.
As
He's
soon-
coming in for a big
Oh, ooh.
Catches the Ezreal, but he ease out. Tarko going
Oh.
down. Gulin's got to stay alive to keep the fight
Gulin's
going.
in it.
Mundo's right in the middle. He's taking it all. He does.
The
Big
Lulu
ball
ult
out.
coming in. Oh, that's a dead Zinzao.
Stun.
And now they have the Lulu
That
ult
was a little
too.
too far.
Keep it going. Keep
Wow.
it
Dead
going.
Mundo.
Are we
And-
seeing a comeback, boys?
Don't call it a comeback. But
Great team play. They're gonna get a turret for this.
yep, the
they
Baron
still
buff
burn.
is huge too. Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that. The Jinx went down, and they knew that's their time. Nice ult onto the Morg. Stunned again by the Tarek. I love this, guys. This is some resilience we're seeing.
No, don't. Oh man.
Oh, and the missed hook.
They still have that 1 minion, so this turret's going down.
And the gold lead has been shut down to 1K.
Really big plays coming out from Dainty Taco. Oh no. Ooh.
Uh oh, Tom Nom Nom's. No, he's fine. He's fine. He's out of there.
Yeah, Dainty Taco making a lot of good plays there, using the Sejuani to his full potential. But the reason why Infernal ended up losing that team fight was just because the Taric ultimate came out at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Infernal spent so much to try to take Gulen down, and I think he was down to about 50 HP. But a Taric heal came on him, the Taric shield came on him, and then the Taric ult to make him vulnerable, and then the fight was over just like that.
Yeah, that was some beautiful coordination there. Like that. There, I'm sure they were screaming on the comms too. Go, go, go! Jinx is down. Trust my ult. Dainty Taco's going in. He's understanding the role of the tank, just whipping that flail of the Sejuani and trying to soak as much damage for the team. And they're trusting themselves, and the comeback guys are in reach for Mountain.
Yeah, they're only down 2K now. I think they were. I saw them down 5K at one point. I don't know if they were at any point more than that. Definitely possible.
Yeah, yeah, and they've evened it out. Games slowed down a little bit, and now Infernal has to respect them. Or it's just a stomp.
I mean, they do have the 8 and 3 Jinx on 3 items right now.
Yeah.
A couple of auto attacks on the Ezreal or the Corki, and those champs just die.
And
Toxic running up river. He may try to. Oh, they spot him.
Yeah.
on the other hand, we have the Warmogs completed for the Sejuani. So the Sejuani, the Lulu, the Corki, all just hit huge item spikes. So it could be very scary for Team Infernal right now.
They're just dancing with this back and forth. Big snare on the Taric. He just heals it off. They don't follow up.
Looks like Team Infernal has priority in mid lane for the moment.
Toxic.
Oh,
Yes.
Toxic's a little out of
Team
position.
Mountain, I do.
Here comes the blitz.
Oh,
Chomp.
they got the stun onto the Jinx,
Jinx is
and
done.
the Jinx dies instantly. Wow.
Wow,
It's
that's
just some-
great. Taric
just some,
ult
like,
saving them all.
Oddly aggressive positioning so far from the Jinx.
Oh, now it's just a tank.
On the other side of the map, the Mundo is just destroying everybody, and the Morgana alive in the back is also dishing out the damage.
Gulen is still alive though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the right PO. He might be able to just clean this.
I think he wins this unless he gets bind.
It's
hooked or bound.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. That's a hard W right there. The Warmogs is going to be up, yeah, for the
Mundo and the Sedge.
yep.
Luckily, Mountain has mini wave shoving in though, so a couple of these are going to crash on the turret and hopefully do a lot of damage. That bot lane is almost down to half health. This wave might be big enough to take it out if Jinx or Morgana doesn't run there.
That was a great ult by Dainty Taco. He just threaded that needle and hit the Jinx, which allowed them to continue the fight, or to start the fight, I should say. They know what their goal is here, Team Mountain.
So now the Jinx picked up a QSS though, so
Smart move.
the
Smart move by
engage that
Cross.
they've been relying on, that Team Mountain have been relying on, is less reliable now.
Yeah, and how much you want to bet they don't hit tab and realize it until she actually uses it? Because I know that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. So
I mean-
another thing to note here is this is the very big difference between supports and Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank got him really, really, really ahead, but has basically been able to do nothing to keep this Jinx alive.
Yeah, that's a solid point. That's the because Jason has been making huge plays with those hooks,
Yeah. No
but
doubt.
that's all he can do.
I kind of want to point out one thing right now. Toxic Vezin has built Warriors into Static Shiv into a BF sword. So I'm not sure what he's going to go for, but I'm assuming it's an Infinity Edge.
It's going
I
for that one shot.
Do
Zinzao.
not think this is the right build that you're supposed to go
Oh,
on Zinzao.
He's gonna die to the Baron because he accidentally autoed it. As you were saying, he doesn't have enough.
Ooh, Dingus is
Nice.
caught.
Oh,
Are they going to get
God.
the Taric ult down? They do. But they're
That's
just
good,
going to
Taric ult's
disengage it,
gone.
yeah. The Mundo ult is also going.
I think Mundo is on like a 50-second cooldown right now.
Oh wow, Ezreal gets snared up, pulled in. Even with the Lulu ult, still goes down. Mountain's gonna have to disengage here, back up.
So something you really don't see is the Team Mountain doesn't have a mid laner that can build a Morello's, and their AD carry has not built the Executioner's Calling, so this Mundo is actually unkillable right now.
Ooh, catch out onto Sloppy
Goes
Dingus.
down. Jinx is getting excited. She's chasing down
Yeah.
Blue and holy cow, that is some high damage.
Mini waves are now all in favor of Team Infernal though, and with 3 members dead on Mountain, they should be able to either get Baron or get an inhibitor right here. Looks like they're swapping off and going to Baron though.
That's such a tide in momentum.
That Xin Zhao is about to die. Okay, he lives it.
And he got Merc treads too. So
Ezreal comes in.
Woo!
Woo! That was close.
yeah, that Xin has Merc treads, so he literally has 0 that Baron. Now
Yeah,
we'll see if Mountain can stall out the Baron.
Honestly, since they don't really have much AD damage in terms of wave clear, they probably won't be able to. I think Infernal should just look towards bot lane. Either, actually, no, they just keep the Morgana with them for the Black Shield so they don't get engaged on, and just walk it down. They should be able to get that inner turret pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, we need to see some Morello from the top lane, Executioner's culling from the mid lane, or from the AD. We need to see some kind of healing reduction for this Mundo, or he's never, ever going to die.
Going back to builds, it looks like Tom is trying to go for a split push type build, but at this point in the game, there's
It's
no
not-
chance you're ever going to be able to 1v1 the Mundo, or the
Yeah.
Morgana for that point.
It's
So
not the
attack speed's
worst
kinda-
build because it's gonna do a lot in the team fights. Pretty much no matter how you slice it, it's gonna do like a lot of damage as long as he doesn't get insta-gibbed.
But so Mountain right now has 380 carries that all do AP damage.
Pretty
Nice
much.
hook
Yeah.
by the
Oh,
He's
they
going
got
down.
they
Corki
got
just
cooling
needs to
down
clear.
already. Oh, that does not spell a good time for Mountain Drake.
I think that's just the fight. That might just be game.
That's wow. Through the Taric ulti, through the Sejuani buffer, does not matter. They're able just to blitz it down. Literally, Jason, blitz it down.
I think it was a little bit of
Looks
misplay
like
from
they're gonna go
Golan,
for
though.
mid lane instead of. They're just gonna tank this. This is not gonna work. This can't work, right?
Mundo has to tank it, not the Blitz.
Yeah, I guess with
There
the
it
Mundo
is.
taking it. He doesn't have ult yet, but should still be fine.
Wow, that's a rough spot.
Really big wave pushing for Team Infernal though, or Team Mountain mid lane. It's gonna slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe give him some breathing room to reconsider, but things are coming out of reach. It's a 10k down for Team Mountain. Infernal's looking strong, making their picks work.
Yeah. What you were saying before though, basically, the Blitzcrank doesn't really have a lot of peel for the Jinx. But if you can get that engage off onto one of the carries, then you don't even need to protect the Jinx because it's a
Yep.
4v5 immediately.
Doesn't matter at all. It's true.
It's like two different
So,
styles. We have
it's-
the graceful ballet of the Taric ulti and the Sedge ult peel versus just the run through the wall brute strength of Team Infernal.
Yeah.
We don't need shields. We don't need dancing. We're just gonna soak all the damage or apply all the damage.
Nice little hook on a minion there. Gives Jinx the kill.
Infernal is gonna just walk it down top lane. Mountain's gonna look for the death bush. Wonder how this is gonna go for him.
I mean, they have to try something soon
Oh,
because
they
that bot
missed
lane
the stun,
wave
though.
is huge.
Oh, so close, but they may be able to pull another
Oh my
stop.
god! Holy
Wow!
damage!
That's the Xin Zhao we've been waiting
That
for. all
Xin Zhao damage and Jinx damage, to be fair, was a lot of the Jinx. But man, that Xin
Holy
Zhao
crap.
cracked.
Quadra kill coming out for Quaz.
Oh my deleted.
And super minions are taking the Nexus turrets right now. And Quaz just walking up.
That Xin Zhao just eat in and said, "This is my jungle."
Yeah, I mean, Mountain had to try to make a play there. The game was pretty much over for him.
Yeah, that's super hard.
Yeah.
It was a good effort to get that play in, but
Yeah, that was a nice little comeback they had going. They had a shot there, but in the end, Infernal takes the game. Congratulations, Team Infernal.
yep, absolutely. A 1-0 coming in for Team Infernal. We will bring it right back after a break.
I wanna be on the front line, knotted up, suit ties, talking like a headstrong mama. Got a picture in your wallet, making me a habit, wearing your vintage t-shirt. Tie ribbons on your top hat, telling me I'm all that, just like the girls from your hometown. Sweet-blooded and I'm stranded, see if I can stand it, drinking in the shallow water. Magnetic, everything about you, you really got me now. You do it to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me talking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down, I don't wanna touch the ground. Pacific Ocean dug so deep, hypnotic, taking over me. You do it to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me talking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down, I don't wanna touch the ground. Pacific Ocean dug so deep, hypnotic, taking over me. White threads on my lace lips, stuck on the hinges, swinging the door to the backyard. Cause splinters walk a tightrope, spun like a bandage, touch on the outer surface. Bright eyes of the solstice, wherever your mind is, headed for a freight train city. Locked up till you're moonlit, brushing my hair back, feeling your lips on my cold neck. Magnetic, everything about you, you really got me now. You do it to me so well, hypnotic, taking over me, make me feel like someone else. You got me talking in my sleep. I don't wanna come back down, I don't wanna touch the ground. Pacific Ocean dug so deep, hypnotic, taking over me. Hypnotic, taking over me.
this for you. Sit back and just watch us bubble. We come with more heat than the sun do. Gorillas out of the concrete jungle. We came to just do this for you. Sit back and just watch us bubble. Gorillas out of the concrete jungle. We come with more heat.
Yeah, of all secrets, I'm the best kept. Making sure my first step is my best step. I watch my investments while the rest slept. And change tunes like the faders on the best text. Yes, I'm a mile under the floor with a swisher full of cushion and towel under the door. You remember me as the tallest one of the board. Every time you come and check out your board, he yeah, hot like the tip of a blowtorch. Can lift up a show horse with little with no force. Just heavy but low voice. Making ladies go, boys don't front. People fill up the joint, there's no choice. I'm running my mouthpiece and I outreach through the power of devout speech. While you shout beef, screaming from your couch seat. We about heat and we come to run shit Brontosaurus face, thick as Barney Rubble sweater. And I'm blowing like the coldest winter Chicago weather. Hey, why you sweeter than plain cinnamon? My lyric venom in your vein, now your brain hemorrhaging. If you think that I'm insane, I'm a plain citizen. People call me out my name, I remain disciplined. Hey, a wicked sentence and a vicious blend. Has more wealth than the wallets of the richest men. It's interesting, pay attention to what you witnessing. The love of the art form, not just the dividends. Yeah, all eyes on me. But please don't put the rumors and them lies on me. Cause I'm just that clown to come with the fat sound. Charlie Tuna, Ty live, and we come to love. Yeah, all eyes on me. But please don't put the rumors and the lies on me. Yeah, all eyes on me. But please don't put the rumors and the lies on me. We came to just do this for you. We came to just do this for you. Sit back and just watch us bubble. We come with more heat than the sun do. Gorillas out of the concrete jungle. We came to just do this for you. Sit back and just watch us bubble. Gorillas out of the concrete jungle. We came to just do this for you. Do this for you. We came to just do this for you. Sit back and just watch us bubble. We come with more heat than the sun do. Gorillas out of the concrete jungle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rekt League. We have Team Infernal versus Team Mountain, Game 2. We still have Endo and Darth Ted here.
What's going on, guys?
Hello. Hopefully we get another fun and exciting game. The last one
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, there's definitely some momentum swings in that, which led it in. Like it looked like at first it was just going to be a one-way stomp, but Mountain recognized what they had to do. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, and a lot of that came from the Blitzcrank coming out from JSF. A big early game laning lead came from that, and also later on after they started to throw, a couple of picks from him really snowballed the game back into their favor.
Yeah, that Blitz was a true playmaker. Who would think Blitz may be a permaband in Rekt League?
Definitely not me. We have a lot of Morgana mains too, so you'd think the Black Shield would be enough to deter a Blitzcrank pick. But JSF just powering through. I mean, they did have the Morgana as well, so maybe that's why they weren't scared of it.
We are headed right into Champ Select. Boom!
Yeah, so for these bands, I expect the same. What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking there's a bit Blitzcrank ban.
That's true, right? That would
Yeah.
be a smart adjustment.
I would not doubt that at all.
So it turns out the Garen was not freed as it just got banned away.
There was a big rally in the Twitch chat, free the Garen, but we unfortunately may never get to see it.
I may
Not
or may
today.
not have been part of that.
And then a Warwick from Mountain. And there's
The Blitz, yeah, it's a respect ban if I've ever seen one. It's just gonna carry the freaking game.
Do you think they're gonna pull out a Morgana ban here just to give Gulen that little edge over Defox? Because he really shut down Gulen's ability to roam
Yeah,
by just playing that huge wave clear champ.
wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you leave the Nasus up for Skyrock, but you know you may just have to take that risk so Gulen could snowball. If they decide to stick with the Nasus ban.
Yeah, also a smart move.
Yeah, I really want to see Tom on a different champion other than Lulu. It didn't really seem like the best pick in that situation, just because they really didn't have a scaling AD carry.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see him on the Trundle again. I think he just has to change his build a little bit, and it
Yeah.
could be effective,
I agree.
especially against like a Mundo.
Malzahar's a really good pick here too.
There you go, securing the Malzahar.
Not as strong as he used to be the last season when we were running, but Malzahar is still a very, very solid pick. His ultimate is still, third tier ultimate is 35-second cooldown, I believe,
Yeah,
which is still ridiculous.
it's a great shutdown tool, and they secure the Tristana, which I think is the #1 ADC right now in the meta. Smart pick, safe champ who can still do a little damage. And Toxic going back on the Zen.
The full damage Zin.
I doubted it, but that last team fight, he really showed up, and
He brought it,
I mean,
yeah.
might have been him, might have been the Jinx, who knows?
We'll have a review of that at some point. I'm sure. Well, not on stream, but we'll make a couple clips of it, and I'm sure that'll be seen throughout the league.
No, let me believe. Let me. It says you want it. Dainty really showed up with the Sedge. Had some clutch ults onto the ADC.
He just needs to clean up his early game. That's all. He just gotta clean up that early game.
Agreed.
Oh.
More of a carry.
I don't know. Okay,
Oh.
that's better.
Now I'm confused. I think the Jinx is what. Yeah,
there's
that's
the
what I'm
Jinx.
thinking.
Oh, there's the Jinx.
there
All
it
right.
is. Is the Jinx going to be able to survive laning, though?
That's the question. That's going to be the tough part. She has to play super safe,
I'm-
especially showing up.
I'm expecting a Morgana pick right here for JSF,
Yeah,
or the Flex.
it'd be a good pick to do here too. Just again because you're able to flex it. Excuse me. The Tarek, good move.
All right.
Yep, it's a ridiculous champion. That's just smart. I hope I hope Mountain answers that Tarek with like a Braum support. That'd be ideal. But we'll see. We'll have to find out.
They're banning away the Lulu. I personally would have more good ban with the more. I would have left the Lulu up. I'm okay with Tom Nom Nom on the Lulu if I'm in first.
Yeah, agreed. Although having the Lulu for the Jinx late game is a really strong combination. So if they do get to that 30-minute mark
Ooh,
where
yep.
Jinx has 3 items,
They saw that and they said, "Yeah, we don't want this Braum. Don't want to deal with it."
yeah,
That actually is a good call, Darth, because now that I think about the Tom Nom Nom did have some clutch Lulu ults for that extra layer of CC and keeping people alive just barely enough.
I think he's got a Ben Nar, right? Oh, Diana. Okay, that's gonna
Probably
leave this.
because Fox showed him.
That's gonna leave this top lane in a world of hurt, I think. Oh, the Mundo.
Mundo pick coming out.
Okay.
I would like to see Trundle here. Trundle's a great counter to Moon. You just soak up all his stats
Agreed.
with Trundle's ultimate. See what they go with.
I definitely hope they go for it.
Oh, that's
What?
a bit of a
What is
wild
this?
card.
New champion?
Okay, the
I
Darius.
heard rumors of a full AD Tom Nom Nom Darius.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Ball to the wall, full AD. And the sloppy
Bard.
dingus Bard.
Oh man.
We are in for a game. His ults are legendary and not in the best way.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
actually
man.
sloppy dingus is really sick on Bard. He just can't land ults for some reason. But everything else, the stuns. Oh, Xerath, very good pick. Keeps Mal's at bay, plays safe, get out of lane, and then you're a great siege weapon.
We see 3 ignites coming out from the side of Mountain right now. I really hope a couple of those turn into teleports.
Well, you know, it's not going to be.
I know it's not going to be the Darius.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know, it's a great answer to the Mundo healing ultimate. Oh, he's regaining health. 3 ignites on him. No more regaining health.
I would expect Golan not to bring TP or Ignite, swap out for that TP because he's not really ever going to be in range of the Xerath unless he gets a Sejuani gank.
Yeah.
That mid lane matchup's really just going to be shove each other in and back off. So there should be a lot of pressure put around either bot or top.
Yeah, that's a great call. We'll see if he does the last second TP.
Doesn't look like it. Nope, bringing TP. I wonder if they're just oh, spectator bug.
I think he's playing mind games. I think he's trying to make this scared and switch his TP. It's definitely the spectator bug. But in
Yeah.
my heart of hearts, he's playing mind games. And then
So-
the Xerath going safe with the barrier. So he's not going to have as much roaming potential. But again, I think Infernal's game plan is just get D-Fox out of lane, and once he's out of lane, he really can contribute to the team fights. He landed some great snares, did some high damage with the. See if he could do the same with the Xerath.
I kind of want to see a cleanse coming out of Xerath because the only way he's actually going to die is from or early on at least, is from the Sejuani ganks. And if he had cleanse, he can get out of the stuns and pretty much be free. He's not going to be able to build QSS just because pathing, the item paths don't lead into that. So Gulen's really going to, once they hit 6, going to be able to call in the Sejuani, call in the Jinx ultimate, and that should just be a dead Xerath every single time Gulen's ult is up.
Yeah, agreed. I know a lot of mid laners, a rule of thumb is if Sejuani, you have to take cleanse. That's their rule of thumb. Maybe he thought because I don't think Sedge landed in during laning phase in mid. Maybe he's just not threatened by it. He's more threatened to the damage.
Yeah, Sejuani didn't really have much early game other than the invading into the Xin Zhao's jungle. Her ganks really didn't turn out to much, and just unfortunate pathing it straight into the vision that Infernal had set up.
Yeah, and I mean Sejuani has one of the strongest level 3 ganks out of all the junglers. You can just stay. You could keep the target pinned down. You have a great gap closer and a slow, and your E stuns. I mean, level 3 Sedge should be in a lane.
Yeah, and just because the Darius brought Ignite, I really want to see a lot of pressure top lane from the Sejuani. A couple of other kills onto this Mundo, and Darius just takes over this game.
Yeah,
I
totally agree.
I don't. If Darius gets ahead, he's going to be able to snowball the top lane, get that turret, and then just walk to other lanes and kill people.
Yeah, and that's the gamble you take with Ignite, right? You're basically saying I'm trying to win lane hard. So, so just to further emphasize your point, Sejuani should be focusing on top lane. Make that Ignite pay its weight in gold.
Exactly. But even if this does get to late game and they try to do a Mundo split push, Malzahar is actually pretty good into Mundo just because you can spawn all those minions, and if he's shoved up to a turret, one of your turrets, you can clear out the mini wave behind him pretty easily. So he might be able to dive the Mundo, but the Mundo might be able to dive the Malzahar, but it's probably safe enough for the Malzahar
Oh.
just to sit back.
Yeah, you see the spellbook Darius actually is what we're gonna see on the riff from Tom Nom Noms.
Ooh.
I like that. Okay, that makes the Ignite a lot smarter then.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, the theory behind taking Ignite with Spellbook is you either use Ignite in lane and get that first blood, or you go back, trade it out for a TP, and just go right back to lane. So it's
Okay.
more about if an opportunity is there. If not, you
Yeah, so scratch what I was saying about Malzahar matching the Mundo late game. Definitely not going to happen now.
But now the what you were saying the last game, the mid laner did not have a Morella comp. Now he will.
Yeah, he'll be able to
Let's
pick
build
up the
it.
Morellos, which will be very useful. Also, the Ezra or the Jinx has a bit better of a build path to get the Executioner's Calling if they choose to go that way as well.
Oh, 100%. I really want to see Executioner's Calling third item on Jinx. So you go the Hurricane into the IE.
Oh, stun dodge, good dodge.
Defox
Fancy
starting
moves.
E.
Flash in the mastery
Yeah,
icon.
that actually gives Gulen a little bit of an advantage here. The first couple waves, he'll just be able to send right into the tower.
Yeah,
you don't
hopefully
wanna start.
He's definitely going to be able to accrue an advantage over that. His Earth auto attacks are super slow and don't do a lot of damage. So
Yeah, I
Could
know
be.
some Zereths actually take stun level 3, so just puts him at a disadvantage in lane, right?
Yeah, definitely. Most Zereths will take it at level 3 for sure.
All right, so we see both starting at their bot side jungle. No shenanigans from the Zhao. It's not going to invade this time. I really want to see how this Bard works out in bot lane. I've heard rumors.
Yeah, and we also get to see Jay's Tarek, which is good. Gotta see it.
yeah, he's put in a lot of hours on that champ recently. He's up to Plat 2, I think, right now. Mainly on Tarek alone.
The hardest
at
thing
least
about the Bard
last
is
week.
timing that ultimate and not getting baited to do it too early. Knowing to do it at the right time during a team fight, so you soak up a lot of damage. Which, I mean, Sloppy Dingus had great timing last game, just unfortunately they didn't have the damage to return.
So junglers are pretty much even in their pathing, both working on their respective topside buffs.
Yeah,
Um,
no cheese this round. This game.
Yeah,
anyhow.
Dainty Taco is lower though, so Mundo has the shove in. If he shows up and Xin Zhao follows, this could be a 2v2 in favor of Infernal.
Tom
Actually,
Nom's electing to level up his E and W first, and not taking the Q yet, which is interesting.
Really?
You see Dainty peeking into Xin Zhao's jungle. He's a little low on drugs, and he just uses the blast plant. We see a Gank coming in top lane, pinging it out. Darius walking up. This is
Taking a
looking
lot of
pretty
minions
spicy.
damage.
Yeah,
but this
good
should
pull in.
should definitely be. Oh,
He's just gonna turn around on the Darius.
the minions. Yeah, the minions.
Wow.
Tom getting a little greedy there. Goes in a little bit before Dainty Taco was around. Takes so much from the minions during that exchange.
Yeah. The bright side, it's a net gold advantage for Mountain because they're, I guess, but
Oh, Toxic.
Six.
Look at
The
this.
Bard gank. Oh. Not going to get anything
there's
out of it.
action all over.
Toxic Pheasant is just sitting
Oh.
in this blue bush waiting
Bard's
for
not
Dainty
done.
Taco.
Toxic should be able to steal this grog. Oh no, Bard's in the
Yeah,
air.
he
He's gonna have
might.
to back off.
This might not. I don't know who's going to get collapsed on first, but it looks like a collapse is coming for someone. And they're really just leaving this Jinx out to dry in the bot lane. But he's doing fine farming. I guess the Taric can't really punish quite yet.
Yeah, and it gives Jinx a little bit of a XP vote.
Yep.
Bard does love to roam, collect his chimes.
Yeah, it's way too early for them to actually dive, since Jinx does have both her summoners still up.
Yeah, and look how low the Xerath is. Not the worst thing ever. Nice done by the Taric. We got the grenade, but just not enough damage yet.
Jinx is going to lose a good amount of the CS to the turret, though. Messing up a couple of those minions. Doesn't get the cannon either.
But
She actually turns
is
out
still
even.
even.
Yes, wow.
Yeah. Goes 2v1 and on Jinx and still comes out actually technically ahead by 1. Not that that is a huge difference.
I mean, she's behind like 7 gold. Or was behind 7 gold. Just because of that cannon. But who's talking semantics? Who knows?
So it looks like Darius is going to be building into a Black Cleave first, and Mundo will be going the Sunfire Cape. Again, top lane, we got Dainty Taco coming from behind. Mundo does not have flash. He can land this stun, and then the pull in by the Darius. He misses
Ooh.
the pull in. So close. So close.
Tom respecting the minions a little bit too much this time. Doesn't come up with Sejuani.
Yeah, I guess it's just a bit of a balancing act. But does relieve him a little pressure from the turret, so it's not all.
In the mid lane, Gulen does hit 6. And he has flash up. If he calls Dainty Taco in, D-Fox is shoved up very far with no wards. This could be a kill onto the Xerath.
Yeah, Xerath is keeping his space, respecting it. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? I do like.
Ooh.
Good trade from D-Fox in the mid lane right there.
Yeah. Gulen shoving up with no minions. Just gets queued, or E'd then queued.
Looks like Tarik's going on a bit of a run here. It's going to meet Dainty in the river. Dainty in an awkward position. Oh, actually good stun, suppression. This may be a kill, just doesn't get it enough.
Just
Yeah.
not enough.
And the flash force from the Tristana E or Tristana W forces the Sejuani to. And even Tom Nom Nom's getting in the mix.
And Quaz stepping up on the Tristana, getting a couple auto attacks in.
Toxic going in.
This Seraph ult though. Uh-oh.
Wow,
Uh-oh.
great. Another auto. Good stopwatch.
Oh, very good
No.
stuff.
Jason, nice play.
Just enough. Very well played.
Jinx ult came in from bot lane and sniped out Xerath, leaving him at like 25 health.
Oh man.
Just not enough to get the first, get that kill. Super
is-
unlucky.
Been a game of just close, like just ever so kills. But well played by Team Inferno.
Bot lane's rushing a turret down. I think they'll get it before the Mundo does.
Definitely. Mundo's probably not even going to get this before Darius gets back into lane.
Yeah.
First blood, first for blood. on
And
Jinx.
they have
Good
a
luck.
Xin Zhao in the jungle here, which they're not gonna
Sejuani's
make a
not
play for.
following.
Yeah. What? Why this Xin Zhao skin is so silly looking to me. What is he doing? He's like he's like hobbling. I don't know.
Oh, they signed
Stutter
up
stepping.
to the Xerath. Toxic needs that gold, you know. He's already proven himself this game. And you know, credit to Taco. He has been more active in ganks. Bard coming in, missing the early journey.
Missing the portal.
Uh,
Hate to see that.
and they're gonna have to go back to bot lane.
Ooh.
But I don't think Toxic wins this.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Oh, that Jinx rocket barely
Wow.
missing.
Good flash by Toxic.
Yeah.
If he stayed, because there's no way he could have known that rock that much of a mini-map god. That was a death waiting to arrive through that ult. Good flash, good call. And yet another almost death. Mountain is getting just so close with these initiates. They could taste it. Ooh,
Dainty
Defox.
Taco is coming in. They can try to fight this, but Gulen's already down.
Is Dainty
Yeah, that
Taco
was
level?
that was
Oh, he's just gonna
not
fit.
good
Trade it?
positioning.
Wow.
Oh,
Stop
no.
watch again.
Whoa! From downtown.
Nice. They're getting sick of these almost. Enough.
That was just the zap, too. It threaded it through 2 other people. Crazy coming out from Sonic MNA.
You know, he's starting to do a little bit of damage too now. Wow, Toxic does not care. Good stun by the Bard, getting both of them.
Nice
That's a
flash
huge
coming
kill.
out from Sonic.
Oh,
Ooh,
brilliant ult by Sloppy Dingus.
This is why you pick this. You pick the Bard so that when the Taric ult goes off, you just Bard ult it and it resets the fight. That's a very, very well executed move there. Ooh.
Good ultimate coming out from Zach, saving Jay's life.
I gotta say, this game is a support highlight reel. This has been such a great showing for both our supports.
Yeah, really well played from both of these supports.
And now they're gonna look down to go down to get the Mountain Drake, their Drake.
I think these are the 2 highest elo supports in the league. At least last season, Dingus was plat 5. Oh no, Team Brambleback's support is also pretty up there.
Great fucking. I don't know if we're allowed to curse on stream, but great play. About to lose the final. So we had the Malzahar recognizing that too far, turns around and just ults him so they can apply the damage. Meanwhile, Defox had spotted out the very low Bard and ults in return, gets his kill while his jungler drops. That's 2 kills on both sides. Such a close game. Look at the goal differential. It's anyone's game right now.
The
And
one thing that
Asana's
is
rolling top. He's got the chompers down. Darius has to run away, get space, and that Mundo just has too much HP. They're trying to tickle
Yeah,
him.
I was gonna say I think the Mundo ult is about to come up, so
Oh, he's not done. He's going back in.
Jay's coming up. Looking for the solo kill on this Jinx, and he's gonna find it. Cleaned up.
yeah,
Cleaned
this-
up. Bring in the
top lane
janitor.
matchup. The top lane matchup's gone straight into Team Infernal's favorite, though. Tom Nom Noms has only 52 CS, while Mundo is double that right now.
Yeah, he already has his Sunfire completed, and now he's going to go back with Pocket. We'll see what he builds next.
Dingus just ripped a nice highlight reel play out there, landing the Bard ult into a stun coming out of it. It was very, very well done.
Wait, say again, what did he do? I missed it.
He threw the Bard ult down on the Xerath and then flashed to the side, I believe. No, he didn't flash, but he got a really good wall stun afterward to follow that. One of those almost defying physics Bard wall stuns kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right. Only happens on the other team.
Of course.
Toxic coming in. He's
Oh, he's very
with
dead.
The ult on the tower.
Little too hungry there. Question mark ping is coming out, I'm assuming from Dainty Taco.
May want to take a breath back. He's been going a little hyphy this game. His Xin Zhao's not as strong as which I know I run through a lot of times. When I get super fed and I start a brand new game, I have to go, wait, I don't have kills and 1,000 or 2,000 gold. I'm not as strong as I was last game. Let me chill out. Bard almost hitting the
Wow,
stun.
yeah, that stun was super close to being another janky Bard stun.
Toxic is coming in though.
Yeah.
Catches the
Oh, he's
Jinx
not
out.
taking my advice. He's just doesn't get caught by the choppers. I'm gonna take that as a win. Bard journeys out. Toxic thinks about it, but doesn't go through the journey.
He did pause for a moment. He thought about it.
And that was probably meant to be a ward. That hard pop was probably meant to be a ward, and he forgot he had it.
Oof. Tom getting chunked down by this Mundo in the mid lane. Skyrock is just having his way with this Darius pick coming out.
It's a little bit of a river dance here.
Ooh.
Oh, nice stun by the
Lot of
Bard.
damage. Oh,
Little miscommunication with the ult.
yeah, and Jay throws down the ult afterward appropriately.
Again, just the supports mirroring each other. Chasing, Mountain's chasing Infernal to the jungle. Tristana has to ult the Mal's way. And now, time to take care of this Herald that was supposed to be a war.
They only have one member down here though, but the tower, this tower's already gone. So
I mean, Dainty Dako should just leave this for Jinx to farm up.
He should, yeah, but it looks like something too high.
Ooh.
Dainty's wallet. We got a big Xerath ult. Good stun by the Bard to keep the target off. Flashes the last shot, and Toxic getting a little low. Magic journey through
Sloppy
the
going
wall.
in.
He's hunting. He's done.
Running for this in.
Almost gets the stun through. Now Mundo here.
Yeah, Sloppy in the best spot.
Ooh, a good stun, but
Oh.
he just gets deleted.
He threw the axe right before he got stunned.
Yeah, a little bit of ambition coming out from Sloppy Dingus. Knows he's playing well, wants to try to make a play onto Toxic, but doesn't get away with it.
Yeah, if he's gonna play like that, I want to see a Rabadon's death cap on him.
It's a Lich Bane, right?
That AP. Yeah, the Lich Bane, that's right. And then a Runaan's for extra measure.
What was it? It was Lich Bane into Rapid Fire Cannon, so you get the extra range on the auto attack. It was a build like that went around a couple years ago. It was so funny.
Oh, I'm glad it was a couple years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good.
We see a little back and forth in mid lane here. Darius getting TP'd on in top lane and respects the Mundo, backs out. He's a full item below this Mundo and still has CS.
A little bit of a fight coming out mid lane.
Big fight. Ultimate from Jinx almost kills the jungler, while the ultimate from Tristana cooling. And everyone walks away with their life. Very close trade.
Yeah, Ghoulin getting out with just a sliver. Bard had a really nice engage onto the, disengage onto the. Sorry, Zinzao.
Wow, good stun by Sloppy through the magic portal. Burns the heal from Onyx just to keep him alive.
Skyrock is having a little bit of trouble clicking on that portal there. Just kind of stopped on the red wall.
Couple ultimates were burned down. I think most ultimates were burned down that fight, except for the top laners. Big fight going down. Mundo's just soaking up all the damage. They penetrate this wall of meat here. Xerath ulting, taking down. Oh no, the kill goes to Quaz. Tarkle goes down. They're going to be involved. Kills the Darius, who I didn't even see get in that fight. And now it's just Sonic and Ghoulin up for Team Mountain. Team Infernal is going to be pushing. They're looking at that mid tower.
Yeah, Skyrocket is really carrying this game right now. He is able to walk. Oh! Toxic Vezin is overstepping a little bit. Gets caught out and killed by the Malzahar. Good pickup for Team Mountain.
Yeah, game's still very, very close. I mean, the team fights, it seems like just one missed shot or one correctly timed ultimate, and it can go to either side right.
I mean, I agree with that, but at the same time, who is going to be able to kill Skyrockets right now? Jinx doesn't have the IE. Malzahar has the Morellos, but no real damage beyond that. And Darius is behind a full item right now. He's untouchable. He can just walk through anything.
Yeah, you know what? That's a solid point. I think if they Mountain right now has to. Oh, nice stun by D Fox. He's pushing in with the Q, and Dainty Taco has the Q away. I think the game plan may be just to keep forcing V5s and keeping the Mundo out of the fight until Darius can actually become relevant.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure who ends up winning late game, Mundo versus Darius, because Darius can end up building a little the Avarice Blade that allows for wounds to be applied onto Mundo.
Nice ultimate. Oh, and the Jinx hits him with Rocket, but the Mundo just will not die. Sloppy Dingus is like, I want none of enemies away. Tom Nom Noms is losing to a Tarek right now. And good stun. They're just slowly trying to whittle this Mundo down, but he just does not take damage. Xerath kills the Bard for a double kill. Sonic's getting real low. He's ignited. Flash by the cures the kill. And Xerath kills the Sejuani just in time to clear vision on the Baron.
And that whole thing was a 4v5. Quas in
During
the
that-
bot lane, pushing in towers.
Wow. And just as Dainty Taco is, I'm sorry, as Dark Ted was saying, you were literally just saying they cannot kill them. And
No,
there
he's
he was.
untouchable right now. They can't
Could not
fight.
be killed.
They have to wait for Jinx to at least get that a third item in order to even touch him.
I mean, you gotta build the Executioner's Calling. You gotta sell that crit cloak and buy the 800 gold on the reduced healing. Like, I mean, that's the move. You can't.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if Darius would have been able to build that though.
I think the issue though is the Darius has trouble getting into the fight. If he gets his reset, Darius can be a major threat, but honestly, there's enough CC just to push Tom Nom Noms out.
Vezin trying to push up a minion wave gets caught out.
Well,
Good
now
pickup.
Sonic will be able to afford the IE and maybe the culling as well. And poor Jasif has been trying to back for about 5 minutes now. And they're actually going to go for the Baron? No. Just securing the vision.
I mean, I wouldn't say poor Jsef. He's 5-0-8 right now. He's probably got a lot of money in his pockets.
First world problems, I guess.
So yeah, after that pick off from Toxic Vestin, we see a little bit of a lapse. I kind of want to see Infernal really pressuring towards this Baron and letting Mundo just push in bot. And they can easily take that with just the 4 members. Mountain really needs to keep up vision in the top blue side jungle just so they know it's not a, Fnatic fake bush trick.
Yeah, and there are changes on the PBE right now to change Morello's to just apply Grievous Wounds all the time, and you don't have to be below 35%. But as of right now, this Mundo is never going to be below 35%, so this Morello's is doing nothing to stop the Mundo ult.
They're just going straight for Baron right now. Infernal does seem to know what's happening. But Jinx is nowhere to be found, so...
We're going to see...
Get the Terran ult. Take out the Baron.
Gets the Mundo, who with the Bartle, he's just going to heal it, and now Mountain just has to back off, while Infernal goes back and spends the barrel. Nope, they're actually just going to keep pushing mid. They don't have to back, they feel. Yeah,
Let's
we
see if
gotta-
Toxic
we gotta-
Vestin gets caught out again.
Yeah, he's not as strong of a showing as
Ooh.
left.
Nope, never mind. Dainty Taka running into Quas H in the jungle a little.
Yeah, Dainty could have gone in for that, but he didn't know where the rest of Infernal was. They made no showing that anyone had actually gone back to base.
Now it looks
But-
like Infernal's going to be setting up for the Cloud Drake. Should melt pretty quickly here.
They have 43,000 gold at 23 minutes. That's like disgusting. That's so much gold.
Yeah, Team Infernal's having a very strong showing. You know, all the other teams in the league are paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Skyrockets is 4K above Tom Nom Noms right now.
Yeah.
That gold differential is just you shouldn't really see it. That's way too much.
Yeah. So now we have Tom Nolan's trying to stop them pushing, but like you said, that gold disadvantage and 2 levels down, not going to be a fun time for the Darius. Meanwhile, in bot lane, they have the 4v4 coming on. Bartle,
Bardolt misses.
there's the legendary Bardolt, and a little Teemo thumbs up from DeFi.
Oh, Skyrock's in the top lane, just diving this Darius. Puts on the ultimate.
Darius had a stopwatch this whole time, but unfortunately it doesn't do it.
Oh, Sonic M&A just getting caught out. But on the other side, Gulen's not in the best place, or Quasage is not in the best place either. He goes down. Aggressive jump in.
Toxic's going in.
Toxic going in with this huge damage build. He
Oh,
Fails
no.
the flash and dies to the turret.
dies to the tower. He skipped the static shiv this round. And just went straight for the IE.
There it is.
I love
But
it.
while all that was happening, Mundo was just walking in top lane. Doesn't get the kill on Bard. Close though.
This Mundo is huge right now.
Yes.
His CS, he's got 200 CS to the Darius's 100. Most
And-
gold in the game.
The only person who would be able to do damage to him, Jinx, went for the last Whisper instead of the Executioners.
Ah, interesting choice.
At least she'll be able to go through some of the armor, maybe get him down to that 35% at some point. Then the Morellos at least will do its job, but I mean, that's a,
Oh, they're gonna see if they can.
it's a
actually
pipe dream.
Flash and ult from the Mundo, and he's gonna waddle with Tachi.
Meanwhile, Xerath is just pushing up solo in this bot lane. Walks the minions into the turret and it just dies after one hit.
All right, and then a couple turrets secured. No inhibs down yet, but it may just be a matter of time at this point. Doing some wards, waiting for the waves to catch up. Mundo is 1v2ing the Jinx and Bard right now. He's able to walk away. And Tristana rotating to the top, taking wood. We have Toxic just eager to show that he has an IE and the damage. Oh, I think he's actually going to build the static ship next.
So, what do you think Mountain can actually do to come back into this game? Because it looks pretty dire for him right now.
It does. It does. I don't think the answer is as last game where and then move from there. Because now it's kill the Mundo, and that's easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean, if they can wait another 10 minutes, let's say, and Jinx can get to that next item plus a little bit of lifesteal, she should be able to kite out the Mundo long enough with the help from Bard and Dainty Taco that she will be able to take him down. But the point is, can they get to that? They have an open inhibitor in bot lane, and Baron is respawning in 2 minutes, so who knows if they can actually last.
Yeah, they're definitely on the clock here. Oh, and the Jinx does pick up the Executioners, so they have an answer at least now to them.
Yeah, hopefully that'll help start reducing the healing. But the Mundo already has Thornmail, Sunfire, so he might not even need more than one health bar to just like delete an AD carry on his own.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think right now their best bet is because the Mundo does split a lot. get a good collapse on him. The rest of Infernal is strong, but if you can eliminate or even go 1-for-1 with the Mundo, you've had to have a shot. And here we see Sloppy Dingus going up with the Bard, but with the Cloud Drake, the Mundo is able to get away.
Yeah, they really need Sejuani to actually initiate that gank onto the Mundo, because if Bard just goes in, Bard's gonna die.
Yeah, and right now it's just a waiting game. Slow it down. Mundo is get caught in the chompers on top. They're just trying to push in all the lanes.
So right now, I feel like Mountain should really just give up this top and go for a full-on engage onto this Tristana and Xerath. All their damage dealers are down here, so if they can take them out, Baron is up in 20. They should... Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's the Sedge ult. Will he get it through? Nope. Tarek ult and the Zanyas. But we did get those summoners down at least. Dainty Taco taking a lot of damage. Dies to the Tarek, who is actually 6-0 right now. The Jinx ult misses just barely misses D-Fox. Tristana W's in, kills the Bard, W's out, and just barely dies to Gulin's Malzahar. Jinx is flashing forward, gets the kill on the Xerath, and now trying to finish off the Tarek. Sidesteps the stun, and the final rocket shuts down the Tarek. Overall, really good for Mountain. Gives them a little more gold, which is what they desperately need right now. They're going to try and take the Mountain Drake off of that.
Honestly, I think they could just run to Baron after this. If they send Sejuani and Jinx and and Darius as well, and let Gulin handle the waves on top.
They may be scared of the Mundo. The Mundo's still up, and that's a tough call, because the Mundo may be able to just tank them all, and then you have that IE, the IE Xin Zhao come in just to show his damage. I think they just don't want to make the dangerous call, but I do agree with you. I would like to see that aggressive as well.
This Jinx just got really scary. I don't know if you guys remember in Season 1, the first matchup of Infernal versus Mountain, but Sonic M&A picked this pick against Infernal, and things were looking very dire for Team Mountain, and his Jinx popped off and killed everybody. So
I do remember that game. Sadly enough.
Oh, the suppress in the wall.
Takes it in. Tom Nom Noms gets a good kill. Now we've got Dainty Taco forward, trying to get one more auto onto Skyrocket. So
oh no!
Jace gets caught out. That's all their damage.
His front line abandoned him. What happened?
Bad game.
Their front line just... Wow. No.
Going 1-for-1, but honestly, losing the Jinx to the Xin Zhao is way worse for Team Mountain.
Yeah, 100%.
That caster's curse.
Yeah, just as I brought it up. No, the caster curse.
Dainty Taco whiffing an ultimate onto the Tristana.
Oh, good pulling, and that's actually some damage on the Mundo. No, he pops his Tarek ulti, goes down too, so now he's going to be able to heal without taking any damage. Tomlin, very, very low. The flash in from the Mundo gets the headbutt. Darius also chops down the Malzahar. Both caught in the sun. Sejuani down. Sloppy Ding is trying to waddle back into the fountain. Jinx is back up. He's trying to get some revenge for his friends. Gets ulted away from Tristana. And Team Inferno is flashing masteries. They think the game's over. Jinx is going to try and end it, but gets stunned by the Tarek.
Oof.
Taken down, eaten alive by Moon.
That was a close game. Well... Not really. I guess the Jinx was so close. The Jinx was so close to popping off. His front line just abandoned him in that jungle, and you know, what can you do?
I think the first half looked so much better for Mountain, and then it just snowballed out of control, actually. And then you're right, Jinx got those kills, that extra gold, and got caught in afterwards. Was not able to use it, unfortunately.
The caster curse on that one for sure.
Yeah, so Team Mountain, don't worry about anything. That is all Isicly's fault, so you should be good for next week.
I did like some of the play calls and the team play from Team Mountain, but I gotta say, Team Infernal looking very scary.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. The Blitzcrank the first game was unstoppable. He landed so many good hooks. And I actually think we're going to try to interview JSEF and Skyrockets. I mean, the Mundo pick in the second game. I mean, the first game as well did a lot of damage and provided that tanky front line. So we'll see if we can get those two into chat with us if they're still around.
Yeah, you can see in the post game results that Mundo had K damage. Quaz behind him with 13.5. That's a lot of gold for the top laner. And apparently, Defox says, "Good luck getting hold of Jace if he is a man of mystery."
Looks like Jay might just be completely gone. He might just be out of here.
Okay. So you want to just interview Defox then, if he is still around?
Yeah, sure. That'll work. Is anybody from that team still around? Did everybody just log off instantly?
Floppy said if the whole Defox looks like he's still in Twitch chat. Floppy said he's willing to be interviewed as well. See why we get them together. Again, great showing from Team. I know there's been scheduling conflicts, so they haven't gotten as much practice time as they've wanted, but they still showed up and put some impressive numbers on the board here.
I'm gonna see if Quaz is around to jump in with us. I think he's the only one actually left in the Discord right now. Never mind.
And on the mountain side of things, I did see a lot of improvement though. Dainty Taco game 2, you actually saw him in lane more. Meanwhile, Tom Nom Nom's itemization so much better this game than game 1. So they may have had a rough start for the season, but they're showing improvement every single game, which is most important. It's way worse to have a great game 1 and just full game 2.
Yeah. So just got noticed that JSEF and Skyrockets are both coming on for the interview.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
As soon as they get on, we'll be able to begin that.
I mean, if you guys want, I could just keep rambling while they get on.
Yeah, feel free.
Just kind of talking to myself here while you guys sort things out. I have to say for this game too, what was a lot of fun to watch was this showdown, because these were the two highest elo supports in the entire league, and you really saw it. Taric is such a difficult support to play because you get so anxious to press the ult, or you do it too late and you can't catch your teammates in time, and a couple fall before the invulnerability timer goes up. Both Jasif and Sloppy were able to get that Taric ult just when they need it and soak up so much damage. It made the other team's job a lot harder. They can get the great engage, Taric reacts correctly, and then just totally negates that advantage. And of course, the Jasif blitz hooks. People are going to have nightmares of that. Speaking of which, here's Jasif.
Yeah, we got Jasif in here, and we're looking to pull Skyrockets. There we go. And so now we have both Jay and Skyrockets in here. Although Jasif has your mic is muted, just so you know.
Yeah, Jasif, you need in the bottom left, there is a mute and a deafen button. Click the mute one, and you'll be able to talk.
While he sorts that out, Skyrockets,
Hey,
welcome aboard. Why don't you
Thanks,
tell us a
man.
little bit about this Mundo pick? Great showing. What was the thought process behind picking Mundo?
Yeah, so Mundo is yeah. honestly, if I'm not sure who my lane opponent is, a lot of time I'll go Mundo just because it's so easy to farm. And if you notice during the game, my farm was just pulling away, and that was it's pretty easy to just Q, and by that time, kind of mid game, I'm so far ahead in gold that it becomes pretty easy to keep things rolling.
Yeah, for sure. Totally agree with that. It's a pretty reasonable blind pick for sure. Especially in the first game when you saw the Ezreal, it was like, ooh, like
Yeah.
nothing's killing me this game.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, how much practice were you guys able to get with Team Infernal before the game?
I think that was our first game and second game.
Wow, that's incredible.
Quite the showing. I mean, good job. Well played.
Yeah. So I've played with Joseph and I. We play a lot, so that kind of helped. And then I played with some of the other guys on some random days. I think a few weeks ago. So
Right.
had a little bit going into it, but I think honestly, it looks like everyone's just really sharp at their positions, and then the play calls in game were on point, and we were able to just stay really organized.
Who really stepped up and took more of that overall voice into the comms?
I think it was Quaz that really kind of took charge of things, and it definitely wasn't me. I just kind of walk around and try
I
to
mean,
do
Mundo
as
goes
where
where
I
Mundo
can.
pleases.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very scary because you guys had a great showing. That was with you guys just showing up, no practice. True threat to be sure.
Well, we'll see what the rest of the season has for us.
So oh, go ahead.
It looks like Joseph is trying to work out his microphone issue. I don't know if we'll be able to get that working. But yeah, I think we saw a lot of really good things from Team Infernal in this game, and I'm really excited to see you guys on the Rifts. Whether we're playing against you or commentating your games, I think you're a pretty exciting team to watch. So good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And I think at that we will pretty much call the stream. Anyone else? Do you guys have any final words you want to say?
No, just was really fun casting with you guys. Hope we can do it again sometime. Good games all around.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see these two teams improve.
GG's
Yeah.
Infernal, GG Mountain, and follow the Rekt League. Follow it everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, shameless plugging. Follow us on Twitch. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.
Hey guys, good night.